Hey there, boys and girls, it's Miss Peppers. So we have been sewing stuffies with 4th grade, and the last video I made was teaching you how to make a paper taco out of these little manila pieces of paper to thread your needle. But there's a few things that came up that I really thought were important things to tell everybody. So just to kind of like piggyback off of what I started on, the next steps in the process. So when you're ready with your design, you trace it onto a piece of fabric, but you need 2 of the exact same pieces cut out. They can be different colors. One is going to be the front of the stuffy and one is going to be the back of the stuffy. And then you line them up, you go check out your needle, and then that's when you thread your needle. Okay, so when we're threading our needle, if I made a paper taco, put it through, thread my needle. I'll do that real quick because I need to show you the next step. So I put it through the opening, and I know I told you this part. You tie once. You tie 1 time around the needle so it doesn't fall off. If you tie 2 times, it's going to be hard to pull through your fabric. Now at the opposite end, you need a stopper. The stopper does have to have 2 knots so that it doesn't pull through your fabric. And that's kind of hard to do, but I'm going to show you how to try to do it. Otherwise, I can help you with it. You tie once, just like you're tying your shoe, pull through, and right on that knot that you can almost hardly see even, you tie again and try to make it land on the first knot, so that now your knot got a little thicker. If you have fabric that has like wide fibers, you might have to do it a 3rd time just so it doesn't pull through. And what this does, I'll show you. I'll just stick it through this example I've already started on. You push it through both pieces of fabric, you pull, and it stops it. Okay? Now I'm gonna start sewing a running stitch, which is the simple one that we watched the video on, and I'm gonna kind of give you a rhythm so you know how it goes, because sometimes you might forget to flip it, or I just want you to see me do it. So wherever you just pulled out of, you go next door neighbor, push through both pieces, make sure you're pushing far enough away from the edge, pull it through, flip, next door neighbor, push it through, pull, flip, next door neighbor, push it through, pull, flip. Wherever you just pulled out the string, you go next door neighbor on that same side. What I've seen that happens sometimes is that people just go in the back and then it wraps around the edge, which also looks cool, but you want to be consistent with your sewing so that it shows you a nice outline like this. And you can use it as part of the design. So try to pay attention to how you're spacing and try to make it as evenly spaced as possible. Also, the last thing I want to tell you before the end of this video, okay, so I started right here and I sewed there. I sewed my running stitch down here on 3 corners, and I went almost to the end and I left an opening. So I left an opening so that I can stuff the stuffing inside for the pillow part. And then, so you can actually leave your needle attached while you're doing that. I wasn't working on this right now, so there's no needle, but you don't have to like untie your needle. If you still have class time left, stuff it and then sew it right up, and then you're finished. And then you tie it off, cut your needle, and turn it in. And those are the things that I thought would be helpful for the next class period. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye guys.